So you're moving down to the Florida Keys and you don't know where to live? Well, today in this full vlog tour, we are right in the center, baby. Marathon Key. Marathon Key has some of the most abundance of things to do. It's got all the shops, the restaurants, it's got your Home Depots, but it also has some of the most iconic scuba diving, fishing neighborhoods, and probably one of my top neighborhoods in all of the Keys. Plus, it even has an airport with Tesla chargers. So we're going to be doing an entire vlog tour showing you the ins, the outs, the pros, the cons, and one of my sneaky favorite places in the entire Florida Keys. All of it's coming up next in this video. And we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkey with the Living in the Florida Keys team. If this is your first time to this channel, you want to learn everything about what it's like to boat, fish, sleep, live, play right here in the Florida Keys. Make sure you tap that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. We honestly get so many phone calls, emails, text messages, and reach outs every single day from people moving, relocating, buying those second homes or vacation homes, and we absolutely love it. So, thinking about doing any of that in the Florida Keys, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back for all of that right here in the Florida Keys. Okay, so we're at one of the famous beaches right here, and we're also on the Marathon Key. So this is one of the, central Keys, and what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the styles of homes back here, this park, and also what you can get right here. So Lee, first and foremost, we have kind of like your single homes here, and up towards the high school is more of the duplex, but it's cool because you have waterways back here. Why don't you kind of explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so as you drive into this area, we have some homes that are transient rentals, so they can do weekly rentals. They're extremely popular. And then behind us, we're looking at a subdivision where we have wide canals. As we drive around a little bit later here, we'll see. You can tell basically the size of the boat that can fit, but by what's in there. And they're big boat. This is big boat water in this area. You got good draft, and there's a lot of different styles of home back in here. Good dockage.
So Lee, we're also seeing a bunch of style coming in from Miami, but also if someone's coming here wants to kind of do a tear down, is there regulations to what they can build? Because we've seen super moderns, we've seen the stucco style homes. Why don't you just touch on that?
Yeah, we're highly regulated by the way you can build, and it all goes down to the codes for wind. The structures have to be built to a wind code, not so much a design as far as the aesthetics, but more the construction so that it can stand up to hurricanes.
So I remember coming down, to the Keys, and you have no idea what to expect. First of all, you think that they're just these tiny little islands, but you've got to kind of head, east, west, north, south on these islands, especially or these Keys, especially Marathon here, because a lot of the stuff, coming from the outside world, you have no idea it exists. So you're heading down the highway, you branch off, look at these incredible parks. So they are making, especially the Marathon, right? So Marathon here, one of the central Keys, central southern, and this is going to be definitely more family friendly, although you're getting everybody and anybody to move in. It's one of the most highly desired areas because you have some of these incredible houses, the canals, which is pretty typical, but you have one of the high schools down here for the Southern Keys. So there's one here in Marathon, one down Florida Keys, but you've got these incredible parks all over. There's skate parks here, there's a hospital here, there's Home Depots here, stores. So you're gonna get really everything you need, and then you pop up and over and you get these incredible beaches. So before we cruise out of here, just wanted to talk, I was talking with Lee just a little bit ago, and they actually have the turtle vet here in Marathon. So it's a really cool program helping turtles, but just out here on the beach, it's turtle breeding season, or not breeding, egg laying season. So they're actually coming up at the nighttime, burying their eggs, and there's so many volunteers around here, and they'll come and they will kind of put some yellow tape around any of the holes filled with eggs just to protect them. So Got to protect those sea turtles. You'll see it here, but with the kiddos, I just saw a bunch of people skateboarding over there, and you'll see bike riders everywhere around here. There are trails and paths no matter where you go.
Looking at the property across the street, I want to point out a couple of things about our building codes and how we build down here. The property has shutters all around. The people obviously aren't here, so houses down here will have either shutters or hurricane impact windows. So they do away with the shutters, but either way you have to protect all your openings, including the garage door. We're also, the property behind us has a viewing area on the roof, and this is something that people do because we have a 35-foot height restriction here from the crown of the road. So people will have a lot of different styles of houses, one of them being what we're seeing now, or when you see a flat roof house here, that's basically somebody who's gone up to 35 foot and has a viewing platform on top.
So Lee, we're gonna cruise up and go see the high school, show them that some more houses, but Marathon's just one of the keys that's just poured a lot of money into it. It's got a lot more development on the main street on Highway 1 for commercial. Is that what you've seen in the last 5-6 years here?
Yeah, definitely. Marathon has been very pro-growth.
Yeah.
Most of Monroe County is incorporated. Marathon is a city, so they're able to do things that the unincorporated part of Monroe County can't or won't do.
Gotcha. So now you have Canal living here, and you have the more of the ocean side living. So if you go to the ocean or canal, are you going to see a drastic change in price?
Well, the oceanfront properties or the bayside properties that are on the open water are the front row seats, and,
gotcha.
And those are typically our most expensive properties.
All right, Lee. So we're right by the high school here, but we got to cruise down one of these really incredible Tingler lanes. Now, one thing people moving, relocating here, they don't understand. 1974 and before FEMA hit, there was actual single level homes. Now you've got to be built up, but let's talk about the differences you'll see in those.
Well, probably obviously the biggest difference is height above any water that might come in a storm.
Yeah.
Any kind of an event, and so having the water wash under your house rather than through it is a plus.
But these single family ones, or the single level, they're still highly desirable here for people who don't want to go upstairs.
Yeah, well, not every hurricane puts water on the ground, and we can go decades without a storm that affects water on the ground, and a specific storm may put water on the ground further up the Keys, but not here. So it's we're just, each place in the Keys is a pinpoint on the map, and a storm coming through does not affect everyone.
And that's what it really boils down to, is lifestyles, locations, what you want. And that's what, all the years of experience, once you reach out and have the conversation, especially with Lee and Sunnie here, they'll understand what your lifestyle is, what you like, and then they'll know 3-4 areas you've never heard of. These Keys here, they look really small on the map, but man, they can get extensive sometimes, and there's areas you'll never even go to that may fit your lifestyle perfectly. So having that conversation is how they've been able to, help place, dozens and dozens of clients from out of state. So what we're going to do, we're just going to kind of continue moving down south, showing you all these different Keys. So we, part 2, wanted to get a little bit more footage of the Marathon. There is an area up kind of the northern end. And so where are we at right now, Lee, and when did this development really start?
Well, we're in Key Colony Beach. Key Colony Beach was an early development down here that incorporated back in the 50s, late 50s. So they have local government, and they have their own police department, and what is attractive to a lot of our customers is they have their own rental regulations. So they're very regulated here. They have a good handle on it, but you can do short-term rentals. So for investors, a lot of these properties make sense as vacation rentals.
So, and the one thing you'll notice when you come in here, I mean, obviously there's huge, homes, single homes on the lake, but there's a lot of like duplexes and stuff here too. Our clients really enjoying, a little bit smaller of a footprint too, and just more access to boating?
Well, a lot of this area was originally built back before FEMA. So we have a lot of ground levels that have not been torn down and turned into bigger homes. And but what's happened with them is they've been turned into they were bigger ground levels, and they've been divided up into duplexes. And so the sides will, a lot of times the sides will sell separately. This across the way is Bonefish Towers. We're going to go over to that side
That's
after
a condo.
this. But that's a condo with a very desirable marina next to it.
One thing with the duplexes that's happened at Key Colony Beach is prices have gone up and up. People can buy half a duplex, which you used to be able to only buy the whole duplex. But since they've been subdivided and they're actually own their own land and they're separated and they have tax ID numbers, that's made it much more affordable to people that want great boating, and they love the idea of the transient rentals. And like Lee had said earlier, the transient rentals are very much under control here, where people that live here full time, they actually appreciate the transient rentals. They don't have the issues and problems like you do in some of the other neighborhoods. They've done a really good job of taking care of that with regulation and having people that actually take care of the rentals.
So, and then in the aspect of boating here, I'm seeing some really large boats. Lee, is this an area where you can have kind of that bigger boat? And I see some charter boats too.
Yeah, we do. We have big, wide canals with good depth. So this is an area that people who have big boats gravitate to.
So let's talk a little bit more about why people really desire this area, Sunnie.
Well, one of the things is people like Key Colony Beaches, it's like its own little world. It's separate from everywhere else. However, it's just a stone throw to the city of Marathon, so people can run to the grocery store and the Home Depot and all the other restaurants. They can have family stay at the hotels, but still, when they're done, they get back into Key Colony Beach, and it's very private and safe, and people really enjoy that about Key Colony Beach. And as you look around, you can see how clean and well maintained everything is. They've done a really good job of people that own here really take care of their properties.
And so when people are just coming to spend, this is second home, third home, while they're gone, do they have people taking care of their property?
Yes, that's a great question. There's lots of property management companies. There's rental companies that also do property management, and then there's separate property management companies. That's the one thing about the city of Key Colony Beach. They don't tolerate overgrown yards, trees overgrown. So if you're a neighbor and an owner, you know that everybody else is going to take care of their property. There's just a lot of pride of ownership in these properties here. People think of duplexes as, rentals and people coming and going. It's not like that here in Key Colony. These duplexes are $700,000-$800,000. They have deep boating, quick ocean access, and so it's very desirable.
Plus, there's some really large homes too.
Yes. Oh, there's super homes here, super large homes here in this area. There's homes here in the $4 and $5 million range.
So, lastly, Sunnie, I'm actually noticing a lot of flowers here. Maybe we could talk about that a little bit.
Does it have to do with the iguanas?
It does.
They must have an iguana man up here because there's some beautiful landscaping and there's a lot of flowers, and there's areas in the Keys where the iguanas are numerous,
yeah,
and they tend to eat the foliage. So I'm guessing we've got somebody taking care of the iguanas here as they keep really nice foliage, because otherwise they'll eat the flowers, and they're a detriment to most of the native foliage too.
Yeah, we're at Cocoa Plum. This is the Cocoa Plum or Bonefish Tower to our right, and this marina has a connection to the tower. Some of these slips go with units at the tower. This is a great spot because the inlet behind us, it's like a pontoon boat coming in now, but that's direct access to the ocean. So we've got good depth here. You can see the sailboat mast behind us. And it's also a great spot for fishing because the marathon humps are almost directly offshore from us, so there's terrific fishing out there.
And then we're close to Marathon, so you still have all your shops and
Oh
everything.
yeah, we're very close, and we're close to a beautiful beach that's right down the road. So this is pretty much has it all, plus the shopping and everything you need in Marathon.
All right, so maybe Marathon isn't exactly where you want to be. It wasn't your lifestyle. It's not the location. You need to be closer to this, need to be closer to that. Whatever the reason is, that's what we love doing with people who reach out. We got to understand your lifestyles, what style of boat, what the heck you're doing in the Keys. From there, we know 2, 3, 4 areas you've never even heard or seen of. Trust me on that one. So the only way we can help place you in the perfect spot is you got to reach out. You got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got you covered for all of that and more right here in the Florida Keys. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.